Welcome back, and today for this week I'm going to look at the question, am I cheap or am I being frugal? So in today's video we're going to look at a few things that I'm in my mind is more on the frugal side, but please stick around and let's get into these. Okay, in our journey to financial freedom, we've already been taking some steps, and really we've done this for quite a while. These are some things that we've kind of implemented in our lives in a way to save money and be more on the frugal side. And so what I'm going to look at today is about 5 things that we have done in the past and that we are continuing to do, and hopefully we're going to do better going forward in ways to save money and be more frugal and be more diligent with the money that we have. So please stick around as we go through these 5 things. So one of the things that we've done early on, and when time is kind of deems necessary, is we've gone down to one vehicle between my wife and I. And we've done this because it doesn't make sense to have the expenses for 2 cars, which is insurance, it's gas and maintenance, repairs, when we just don't need it. My wife, she stays at home and is able to handle everything during the day, then also can take me and pick me up from work. So it enables us to cut those expenses. Well, one, we don't have an extra car payment, but then we don't have those costs that go along with it. So that's been a huge savings for us, not having to worry about those extra payments. Also, we do have kids in the family, so there are other vehicles. And like I said, the time that it deems necessary for us to do this, we are having to worry about those other costs. So that's part of why we're doing it, but we've always just done real well having one vehicle when necessary. Also, along with the car, so number 2 is when we do buy a car, is don't buy a new car. They say that the vehicle loses 20% of the values as soon as you drive off the lot. Well, that is pretty much true. And if you're buying a 5-year-old vehicle, a 10-year-old vehicle, whatever it is, someone's already taken that cost, and hopefully if you're able to do some homework and you study up on the vehicles that are out there, you can find a good, dependable car that is a lot less than paying new for a car off the lot. The third item is we've gone through, and from time to time we do have subscriptions, that is TV, streaming, news, music, whatever it is. But this is a good way to save money, is to go through, analyze what you're spending a month on all the subscription services and look at what really you don't need. And the largest one of these is going to be television. So if you're going with like DirecTV or Dish, whatever it is now, you can pay up to $200 a month for that. And if you are one of those people that have to have television, there's other options. There's other streaming services that allow you to have live TV, all the network shows, and for a fraction of the cost. So looking at those, we've not actually had TV service in a long time, and we've just done streaming. So when there are shows we want to watch, we go and subscribe to a service and watch those. And we pay attention to what we're spending and make sure that we're not using it, we're not paying for it. So that's a good way to save money. Number 4, kind of along with those subscription services, is a cell phone. Now, cell phones can be really expensive for what you get, and our lives today are really dependent on having a cell phone or having means of communication. The thing is, there are services that cost a lot more than some. So if you go with a name brand carrier, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, whoever it is, you can pay up to $75 a month for a single line with unlimited data. Well, there's other carriers out there that are somewhat piggybacking off of those services and can offer services for a lot less. So we're using Mint Mobile, and I think that we're paying $25 a month for service per line, and that gets us everything. That gets us the data, the unlimited text messaging, and it's sufficient for what we're needing. I mean, if we need more data, we're usually around the house and can use Wi-Fi for that. So that's not a big issue. So another cost-saving thing that we do is use the lower-cost cell phone carriers. Number 5, we tend not to eat out as much when we are trying to save money. Now, there are times that we do go out, but you know what? We have that built in our budget and we do account for those times. But if you are eating out 1 or 2 meals a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, that adds up a lot. So if you can cut those out and go and just buy groceries to cook for a meal, you're saving a lot of money. So if you look at it, you go buy a hamburger, fast food. Now, today's prices, you can go to any of the fast food burger places, you get a combo meal for $10 to $15. That's quite a bit, because you can go to your local grocery store and buy a 2-pound pack of hamburger meat for, $10, and that will make enough burgers for a family of 4 or 5, and you add the toppings on that. So you might spend $20 to feed a family of 5, compared to if you're doing 4 or 5 people, $50 to $75 just to eat out fast food hamburgers. So it's amazing how much you can save by cooking the meal yourself. And along with that, so this is kind of an add-on to your meals at home, is if you are a coffee drinker or any other kind of drink, tea or whatever, don't go out and buy them. You can make coffee at home for a whole lot cheaper than you can going to the store and paying for a cup of coffee, a latte, whatever it is. We enjoy our coffee, so that's one of our splurges, but we add that into our grocery budget because we buy good coffee. We have espresso machines. We make good drip coffee, and we enjoy doing that, but we're still saving money because we're not going and paying the $5 to $7 for a cup at Starbucks or one of the other coffee places. So that is a good way to save money. Okay, so that was kind of 5 plus, but I'm going to give you also a bonus. So if you own a home, or maybe even if you're renting and you have repairs that need to be made, if they are minor repairs, look it up. Look how to fix things yourself. There are so many DIY people out there that allow you to fix things on your own and save a lot of money. So I've learned a lot. We kind of joke about that. My education is YouTube, because every time I want to learn or need to fix something, I can go find a video for it and know exactly what needs to be done, what part needs to be bought, and can fix it. So yeah, just a lot of ways to save money, a lot of things that we're doing that like I said, we've currently are implementing most of these, or pretty much all these, but over the past 10, 20 years, we've done these in some fashion. And going forward, that's going to help us to meet our financial goals. And because that's going to be one of the things is you're either going to have to reduce expenses, or you have to increase income if you're wanting to balance your budget. So this is couple of those tips that will help you to reduce your expenses and be on the right path to financial freedom. Now, the reason why we are wanting to be frugal with our money is because we know that what we have is from God, and we're wanting to glorify God in all that we have. And I want to read this again. I think I've touched on this before, but Colossians 3:23 and 24 says, "Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ." Now, here in this world, we can serve God in many ways, but one is being mindful of what we have, the many blessings that we have, and how we are using those, because we know our inheritance is in heaven, and that's what we look forward to. It's not about a retirement here on this world and having the biggest nest egg that you can. Now, those things are nice, but that's not what we're focused on. We're focusing on what our eternal reward is going to be. And when we're talking finances, this helps us to achieve those goals, to be mindful, to be thankful for what God has provided. So those are a couple tips that I have for this week. And if you stuck it through this long, I want to say thank you, and continue to log in and see where we're at. Thank you.